Hey guys, so you probably sat there, you've just finished your new edit, and you're looking back through your timeline and you're looking at the different cuts and the transitions between those cuts, and you're realising that your video's a bit boring. There's a linear timeline with straight cuts and nothing special with it. So then you decide, oh, I'm going to spice up a little bit, add some few transitions in there. So you go into the effects library, and then you realise that, oh yes, all transitions in the effects libraries are actually trash, and maybe the spiral wipe probably isn't the best idea for this professional video. So in today's video I'm going to show you 5 cinematic cuts and transitions you can add to your videos just to make them look a bit more interesting while still looking cinematic and not like a year 7's media project. So let's get straight into it. But before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you guys that earlier today, I looked at my analytics and I found out that most of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. So what are you doing? If you're subscribed to my channel and if you have the bell notification on, you get notified whenever I upload a video, and also you give me a bit more motivation to make these videos, because the higher the number, the more motivation I have to make these videos. So yeah. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now, please, thank you. Let's get into the video. Whee. Okay, so first of all you got the split cut, which comes in 2 different variations. First of all you got the L cut, which means that the picture leads into the next scene before the audio, and then you have the J cut, which means that the audio leads into the next scene and then the video follows behind. And luckily it's quite easy to remember these different types of cuts, because the reason why they're called the L cut and the J cut is because they look like an L and a J in the timeline. So it's quite easy to remember these. Now these cuts are practically essential for dialogue scenes, just because it makes it flow really well to have the 2 shots of the people talking and then you have the audio and then you just cut in between it using the L and the J cuts so it makes it fluid and you're able to see both the people talking and then also the other person reacting to what they say. However, it is also really good for scene transitions, just like this one. Next you have the match cut, which is when you match the character's actions or the setting that they are in into the next shot. Now this is really good just to have a nice fluidity in between each scene and also each setting as well. However, with this type of cut you do have to do some pre-planning to it and actually make sure that you film 2 shots that look quite similar in the setting and what the character's doing. You can't just do it in your editing software with any footage, you have to make sure that they look the same. So this cut is more of a filming type thing that you need to remember when you film it, than more of a thing that you can do just in editing. Well, of course, you can do a bit in editing, you can like change the framing, you can zoom in, you can change the position of the footage. However, to do it properly, you still need to make sure that the settings are quite similar or the character's actions are quite similar. Next, you have the crosscut, which is very good if you have different bits of footage of the different characters doing different things in different settings, and you want to edit it together to make sure that it looks like they're doing it all at the same time. Now it's very good to give the viewer an insight on what the characters are doing individually, but also it gives the idea that it's all building up to one big plan and they're all kind of working together but individually. As well, it's also quite good to show what the characters are doing individually and also allowing the viewer to see that but not allowing the other character to see what that character is doing. And finally we have the insert, which is most commonly used for B-roll and just a good way of adding a bit more information into your video. Now this can be just as simple as if you have a character bringing out their phone and like doing a phone call, you just have a B-roll shot of looking down over their shoulder of their phone, just to add a bit more information. Also you can have it off the character settings so you get to see where they are more, adds a bit more information to it, and also it just overall makes the footage a bit more interesting to watch, because you're not just seeing one straight clip and then going on to the next clip, you're seeing a straight clip and then you have like a bit more detail added in through the B-roll. I would just like to add that I did make a video about editing B-roll in DaVinci Resolve, and I'll have that video up in one of these corners or on the end screen, and if you want to see a bit more about B-roll and how to edit it in DaVinci Resolve, click that video. It's quite useful if you want to learn a bit more about B-roll. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you found this video interesting at all, give this video a like, and if you're new here and you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. I make DaVinci Resolve tutorials and also a couple more extra videos like tech reviews and stuff like that every once in a while. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.